There's so much opportunities here. Tanisha, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tanisha was one of my neighbors when I was growing up, and we used to use the little phone and climb the tree. If you have missed that story, I'm definitely going to post that video on YT and my Think Nursing channel. So go over there and watch the entire live, and you hear about my story growing up. If you've missed out, all right? I talk about, running down the hill to use the toilet and making charcoal and all of them fancy stuff there from back in the days that I had experienced. So definitely go ahead and check out and subscribe to the page as well, all right? And then from there, but yeah. But America here, the opportunities are here. When you want your certifications, they're here. People will send you left, right, and center to go and do certifications. So take the opportunity. And that's what I did. Like, if they say, okay, then you need this, just go take it. Because a lot of times these are free courses. You understand? And sometimes they will send you and you probably end up paying a little money out of pocket. Go ahead and take the opportunity. If they say, okay, they're going to send you to do this procedure course, ultrasound, guided IV course or whatever it is, just run and take it. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you're just building on your skill. I just feel as though when we leave this place, we have all of these skills to go back to Jamaica and just implement, train other persons so they can be a little bit more proficient or a little bit more competent at what they're doing. Because I've learned a lot since I've been here. When you talk about some of the guidelines or, when you talk about getting like your trauma activations going, talk about your stroke activations, at least me have the knowledge, you understand? I have the knowledge and I can definitely go back to Jamaica and say, okay then, even though we might not have, everything on hand, this is what we can do to make things a little bit better. And so I just feel as though, if you come over here and get the opportunity to take every single one of them, you understand, take it and see how you can implement and make a change or make an impact somewhere. If you're not making an impact here in the States or wherever you're at, hopefully one day you'll be able to make it back in Jamaica and you make an impact, you make your mark. And that's just it. All right, so yeah. But it has been good so far. It has been good. Thank you for tuning in. Who's this? Use Nimota. So where are you at now, Lati? If you're still on the live here. Because a lot of my folks, I haven't seen them since graduation. Like, I probably see them on Facebook. Oh, you're in Maryland. Okay, how is it there in Maryland? You like it? A lot of them, I haven't seen them since, like, graduation. You probably talk with them on Facebook by saying hi and, but we haven't really linked up. And that was what I saw the other day that I was like saying to myself, oh my word, I don't have I don't see where my high school was doing anything like, batch of whatever. They have like some little link up. I don't really see that. And it was the same thing for my university. So, yeah. But it's nice seeing you though. Yeah, so that's just it. But my experience and everything has been good since I've been here. And I am doing house call service and I am enjoying it. Go there and try to make an impact. Try to go there and see what I can do for some of these patients because the population is a little bit different. It's not a little bit. It's so much different than, what I am accustomed to in Jamaica. You understand? It is so much different from what I'm accustomed to in Jamaica. The conditions might be the same. But may I tell you, so the patients, the presentation is just a little bit different a lot of times, for these patients. I am in Texas. Okay, Tanisha, nice. I'm not going down this year. I'm not going down this year. Probably next year, early next year. But the conditions are the same, but the presentations are totally different. And so a lot of times, when I go in to see patients, that is a surprising part about it. Because when I started working in the emergency room, because I never really had an experience with the home health setting or, what the homes of some of these patients were, I would normally just see them and then you just come up with your own, like, you just think of it to say, okay, then this is what is happening. Until I actually stepped out of emergency room nursing and going into home health and realized that, no, this is a total different kettle of fish I deal with. You understand? It's totally different from what I was anticipating. because I am just saying that this is America. This is a first world country, and you know they have Medicaid, they have Medicare, you have resources on the fingertip and all them things there. And then we just realize that it's like difficult. It's so difficult for a lot of these patients. It is so difficult for a lot of these patients. And so I understand, I've come to understand why a lot of patients are in the situations that they're in. You understand? And it comes back down to, you know, healthcare. Healthcare is a business. If you don't have money, you're dead. And it's the same thing in Jamaica. If you don't have money, basically you're dead too. But me just tell you, say here in the States, it's just a little bit more, you know, it's more of an eye-opener for me, because I was just thinking that the resources are here. Patients' condition are just going to be a little bit better. You know, they have so many resources out there to help persons. But at the end of the day, God bless the amount of people who are actually enrolled or using those services, or even want to try to use those services, because sometimes they will tell you that, oh no, they're not going to give up this for, you know, for that. And so you realize that them situations just get worst. Let's just say, you understand, it just get worst. And so yeah, it's just a little bit different than a lot of things that I am accustomed to in Jamaica, here in house call. But actually, you know, I'm not gonna really say like it. It's okay, because when I go in and see these patients, I try to see, you know, what I can do for them. I try to go above and beyond for them. And even though sometimes I might not go back to some of them hosts, because my tell you say, my stomach is strong, but sometimes, you know, that's strong. You understand? It's only strong because I am there at the time. You understand? I go prepared for the worst, and when I do, this is a situation, so I deal with it. You understand? But after that, once I step out and I take my, you know, deep breath, and that's it. Me can't, you know, that's strong for me to go back a second time. You understand? But I try to see what I can do for that patient. I try to go above and beyond for that patient, and that's it. That's it. That's the least I can do for them. That's the least I can do for them a lot of times. And I just feel as though if one or two of what I advocated for them to, you know, to get or ordered for them does come through, then me feel good. You understand? But sometimes the situations are just so past helping. Like it depressing bad. It's so depressing. So I don't know, but it's sad. The other day I went and saw this patient, and I've seen like a lot of things. I've seen the bed bugs, I've seen the lice, I've seen the scabies, and you know, most of the time they're coming to the hospital to you. So when they put you in a room and they say, okay, then this is a scabies patient, then you know definitely you lock off the entire time. You understand? We go ahead and we put up tape when you exit that room, and you don't really go anywhere too far. You understand? Because you don't want to contaminate the entire hospital. So we go ahead, not necessarily the hospital, but the department. So we go ahead and tape up those doors so that whatever is inside the room stays in the room until it's time for, you know, it to be fumigate. And I tell you that when that is it when they come to the hospital, but you won't know until you get to their home. You understand? And I went in and I saw this patient. I mean, I tell you, say, me have to kind of just step back. You understand? I had to step back because the lady had a dog, and the dog was just so big. It was like a one room. But I knew that something was off from before. But, you know, you don't judge a book by the cover all the time. So I went in, but may I tell you something? I have to kind of tell the lady, say, no, meet me on the patio. You understand? Meet me on the patio. She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, meet me on the patio because I can't stay in here. Cannot stay in here. And you have to tell them the truth some of the time. A lot of times they don't really like to hear it. You understand? But I don't really know how to tell it any other way. I have to tell you, say, no, me can't see it like that. You understand? So meet me on the patio. You stay on the patio, me stay on the grass. And that's just it. So I can actually hear what you have to say. But this, she was like, yeah, you're the first person to come here and be not coming in the house. I say, yeah, because you have a lot of things going on here. And that's the thing with me. When I go in to see patients, you know, as I say, I go there prepared. I go well prepared to see my patients. Because, may I tell you, so when I just started out and realized the surprise that I am seeing, you know, going into some of these houses, you have to kind of reevaluate your, you know, how you're going to be going in. And that was just it. Like, I had to reevaluate how is it that I'm going to go into these patients' home and take care of them, try to give them the best care as possible, but at the same time, try to, you know, keep myself safe. And she was like, yeah, you're the first person to come here and not want to come inside. I said, yeah, because I see a lot of things going on, so I'm not going to come in. She's like, it's just scabies. I say, yeah, that's it. It's just scabies. I ain't coming in there. So me step back out. Like, you know, I literally just step back out. And that was it. I say, I will just go ahead and order you something, but I'm not doing any, you know, form of blood pressure. I'm not touching it. I'm not doing anything. I'll just go ahead. She said that everybody else come there and, you know, do their thing. I say, well, everybody else is different. You understand? Everybody do their thing differently. But this is me. I'm not going to be putting my items at risk, you know, when I realize that this is a situation. It's just not conducive. So I told her I was gonna call pest control, you know, to come and help her out. And she said, no, I don't need them as yet. I just need to clear up, you know, what is going on. But a lot of times you'll probably be talking with the patients and they don't really understand, like, you know, if you don't fix one problem, the other problem is still going to be there. You can't be trying to fix scabies or bed bugs and the place is still infested with certain things. You have to fix both of them at the same time, or else it's a cycle. It's going to be the same thing over and over, you know. So I just go ahead and order what I can and just put a little X beside that one because I can't go back there. I can't go back. So I went there one time and I see what the situation is. They have to figure out how to, you know, they have to figure out how to help these patients, the social worker. And as I say, if the patient don't need any, if the patient doesn't want the help, what you can do? You can't do anything. And then yet still they complain that, you know, you're probably not doing anything for them. But if they're refusing things, you can't really do anything much for these patients. You can't do anything. You just have to document that they don't want pest control. They don't want this. They don't want to move out of their house. You know, and that's just it. So good night everyone. Team Music, thank you. Good night. So that's just it. But you go out there and you see, I've seen it all. I've seen like a ton of stuff that I never did thought that, you know. And that's the thing, like, you know, my channel is supposed to kind of bring awareness to certain things, because you have a lot of persons who say, oh yeah, I want to go to house call and be working. You want to go to, you know, be a FNP and you want to work in the clinic and you want to do this, but they have no clue what is out there. You understand? And I just feel as though if I can bring across a certain awareness, some information, something out there, so you can know that, okay, this is what you're going to be going out there to do, you know, I think it's just a good thing for me. You understand? So that's just it. But it's the population out there is a little bit different, and the situations out there are a little bit different. Patients are not always willing to want to change, and sometimes you just have to accept it and move on. You understand? It doesn't make sense you keep on visiting somebody who has a problem and you're trying to help them and they don't want the help. They don't want the help. They will tell you, oh, they don't want this because they're not making any adjustment to their diets. Can't really do anything about that. You understand? You just have to document and document clearly, let's just say, and move on. So yeah. Oh, hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to just double tap your live, touch my nose multiple times. That's what the ladies say. Yeah, touch my nose to give the video a like, and just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. All right, if you haven't subscribed as it or follow, go ahead and follow me here. I basically talk about everything nursing. All right, the good, the bad, the ugly, and yeah, that's it. And follow me on YT. Subscribe over there as well at ThinkNursing. It's one word, where I share more content, longer form content. I finally just kind of started TikTok here, so I'm still new to it, and it's just a little bit easier for me to go ahead and make content. So a lot of times the content might just seem a little bit longer, but you have to bear in mind that I try to produce content for, you know, yeah. But thank you so much for tuning in. Play a match. I don't know anything about no match. What is this match you're talking about? Okay. But yeah. But if you're a nurse and you're listening in and you want to share your story, and as I say, it's more of like to encourage, educate, bring awareness, inspire a person. If you have a nursing story that you definitely feel as though will impact person, then I have a podcast as well that definitely I would love to hear your story. So you can always go ahead and just inbox me. And it's not really like an interview. I want it to be like a sit down, just you being comfortable in your own shell and just sharing your story. And that's it. You understand? I don't really want any, you're kind of pretty it up. No, I want it to be a case where if you want to ball, you ball. If you want to cry, you cry. Them kind of vibes there, definitely. Just go ahead and share your story with me. All right? And you can also share your day in the life of a nurse with me as well, just to bring across, what it is like probably working as a LPN, a CNA, a CRNA, whatever it is in nursing that you would want to share. Go by host to invite someone. It's to complete your goals. Oh, where are my goals? All right, then let's see who I can invite here. So I guess I have a goal for the day. So go to the host, go by the host to invite someone. It's to complete your. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, what's this? Okay, so somebody's on here.
Yeah.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
So what is this goal you're talking about that I need to complete?
Yeah, you have some goals you have to complete for the day, and you receive some rewards.
Yeah, I keep on seeing them sending messages like that. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Alright, you see something up at top side, and where you have the star.
Star. Yeah, must the star with a circle.
Yeah, and you see something side that say complete one live match.
Complete one live match.
Up at the top side of the star. It's a daily thing.
Match weekends. No. Look here, I don't want you to come and confuse me with TikTok,
But you have to learn. Yeah, you have to
Huh?
learn. You have to learn. That's how you
Okay.
get your viewers.
Oh, okay. All right. So I see match weekends. Sorry,
Right.
folks, I'm still learning here. I just thought, I just come and talk. But I know there are a lot of things that I hear people talking about. I'm going to really understand it, but I just think that I can just come and talk and that would have been it. You understand? I just want you guys to move over to my YT page and just help me out over there and become an active subscriber on my page. But I'm learning TikTok here. So definitely support me and just bear with me as well. All right. So you were saying,
Yeah, where you have the match weekends.
click on it.
No, you're not gonna choose that one. You're gonna choose the one with not the community fest. You see that one too?
No, me just say a star with 0/100, then match weekends, chat and interview, and then it's a League D5 top 99.
Alright, when you go play the match, you have to go by host, and then you invite somebody,
So what
and
if
then you ask them if you one match. You can just play one match for the day, and you can mute them, and you can talk on your side while they're playing the match same way.
oh, that's what I always see people doing. Okay. So I have to do that every day?
No, you don't have to do it every day. It's a goal you have to complete. So you have to complete the goals them while you're doing. So now you complete your 80 hour. You complete the 80 minutes of live a while ago. So you have let me look on it for you. You have to play one live match,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have True.
So this come
Alright,
like
you see
cool
the goal part where you have the rose.
rose. I'm not hearing it so well.
Change it to something else.
Which rose?
Where you have the 100 rows.
Oh, beside the star.
Yeah.
So the
So
rose.
you have your gift gallery where you complete the rows already. So you gotta change it to one perfume. So you have to complete that. And then you keep on change it till you complete the gift gallery.
Oh Jesus, Savior.
You
So
have to learn, you have to learn. See me?
I never say anything. I'm just saying, like, I never know that all of these things I have to be doing. So okay then, but I am not. I see the star, and it's a 0 out of 100 subscription manage. But I'm not
You can ask person to subscribe to
okay.
subscribe same way.
So I
Yeah.
see where it says the rose 1 out of 100. Set up new goal. Go ahead and set up new goal.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now you say change it to what?
Perfume. You can change it to any one of the gift them you want.
Okay. Why the perfume you suggested?
No, I'm just because you're still in the gift gallery and you still gonna want it. So you can change it to anyone you want.
So what about I'm new here? All right, let me see if I find the perfume where you talk about. I'm not hearing you.
You can choose heart me. You see the heart up at top with the plus side of your name?
Me say heart me flex. Heart me flex.
Hold on.
So this can only be done in the live. It has to be done on the live.
Yeah, you have to do it on the live. Or you can do it before the live start. You can set it up before the live start.
I see the heart me flex. I can click on the heart me flex.
No. Choose something different. Choose the heart me. Set a heart me. Or you can set a perfume or a hand hearts or so your name.
Oh, I see the perfume. Okay. So I see the perfume. So set the perfume.
Yeah, you can set one
Uh-huh.
as the live goal.
Oh, so change it from 50 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So each time you complete it, you change it to a different one.
And then pin it down there. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And
Okay.
then up at top where you have your name, right? You see your name up at top? And you see
Uh-huh.
one little heart with a plus? Or you don't see it on your screen?
Me just say heart with 8, number 8.
Yeah, so that is the fan club. So each time a person click it, it will come up and say somebody join your fan club. So each time you go live, they
Mm-hmm.
might go get notified say you're there live. That are your team, like are your team, your community.
Okay.
So
So the heart.
the more you get, and the
Okay.
more people you add to your community.
Okay. So the heart. That are the heart. The heart.
Yeah, but you have to make your supporters them.
All right. So
It's
people, I
just
need more hearts if you're able to.
it's just one kind to join the fan club.
Okay. All right. So folks, if you have a coin, I would love for you to go ahead and join my fan club. All right. So give me a heart me.
Well, you have to always remember that each time you go live, each time you go live, you have to explain to them and you keep on say you want 12K likes or you want a million likes or something. So when the likes go up,
Uh-huh.
more you get more viewers.
Okay.
So you can go up in the US ranking, but you can't join you can join the US ranking because you're in the US.
Okay.
Mhm.
Lord.
And you
Oh,
collect the rewards. Because you have some rewards where you get and you bring up your viewers too.
okay. All right. So for starters, we're just gonna focus on the heart me, the hearts, and getting the taps, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
So
me focus.
me as your moderator now,
What can you
if
do for me?
if you see a comment you don't like, I can mute the person for you.
Yeah, I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all you can do.
I think I can I don't remember.
You have to remember them stuff then as a moderator.
All of those things.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I will work on the heart me's and the top. So my goal tonight, people, is 15,000 hearts. No, the likes. You know the one that you touch my nose. So just double tap your screen to like up the live. All right. That's all I'm asking tonight. And for the one perfume, how
All right,
much for perfume?
all right. The heart.
I'm not hearing you. Your signal, your phone signal is poor.
The art me the fan club. You want that as well. And the perfume.
So I
That
want the
is a
one
goal.
perfume.
Yeah, the one perfume is a goal. And the more likes you get, the
Thank you,
more
Eagle.
people
Thank
join your
you.
live.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will remember that. Hi, Nessa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Eagle, thank you for the roses. Really appreciate that. Kerry Smith, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So I have a goal tonight. I need the one perfume before I finish my live today. All right. I need the one perfume to complete my task for today. And I want you guys to just go ahead and like up the live. All right. I really appreciate that. I think I spent a lot of time on here with you guys. I think I deserve at least 15,000 hearts. So can you help me with doing that? I'd really appreciate that. Me always think that, me always say that me not going to come on here and tell people that I need no hearts and taps and all them stuff here. I just feel as though if I'm giving you content and you feel the need to, then I would love that. But it seems as though this is what TikTok is all about.
Yeah, the more you complete the goals, the more viewers you get and you show up on the For You page more.
Oh, and I dare some one then I'm the one there on all on the for you page. I want to be on the for you page when I put out my content. You watch it and you like it and you comment. All right, and you repost as well. So definitely I will try to do that. So my goal is to try to get to 15,000 um likes for tonight for this live. All right. And then from there we'll try to. So what about the ones over the side here? Are you probably not able to see them?
Which one is that?
Beside where you have the amount of followers or the persons on the live now.
Yeah.
What about those persons? What the nine? So there's one person with a 9 and there's one person with a 5. What is that?
All right. The purse. It's like the gift. The more gift the more gift they send,
Mm-hmm.
then they on the top of the list.
Okay, so those are
So
my
like
top gifters.
Lati send 9
Okay.
gifts. So she go there number 1. The more gift they send, the more then they are number 1.
Okay.
The
Okay.
line.
Okay. Well, I guess that's enough. That's enough for me for tonight to remember. But thank you guys for doing that and for bearing with me. All right. As I say, I am new to TikTok and doing the live. So I am just checking out this thing here because I was clueless. But I know that TikTok keep on sending me a lot of things and I tend to ignore them because I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, you're not supposed to ignore them. You follow them up. That's
Oh,
how you get your viewers. And when you complete, the more you complete, the more viewers and the more you show up on the For You page.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep it in mind. Going forward. All right. So yeah, but you guys, how are you guys doing? What time is it for you guys? It's 9:30 here for me in Texas. If you don't mind putting your time now in your location in the chat, I would really appreciate that. Zorian, it's time to go to bed. Yeah, so I have I started out the evening saying that I was gonna do my notes, and I end up doing a live instead. It's 10:30 in Massachusetts. Okay, nice, nice. Okay. Is it cold in Massachusetts right now or a little bit warm? Because it's a little hot here in Texas. It's a little hot here in Texas. So just go ahead and put that down. It was a little bit windy as well outside. 83 degrees. Okay. 9:30 p.m. in Jamaica. Nice, nice. Cape Cod 83. Okay, okay. I never did a contract in Massachusetts. I passed through Massachusetts. So I did a contract in Maine, and that was cold. But the New England side seemed to have things well under control when it comes on to healthcare. I like their hospitals up that side. Yeah. One of the cleanest hospitals I've worked at was a hospital in Maine so far. That hospital was the cleanest hospital and is one of the hospitals I would say if you're an international nurse and you are transitioning, and if they said that they're sending you to Maine, to this hospital, this was called Eastern Maine Medical Center. Eastern Maine, EMMC, Eastern Maine Medical Center. Yeah, man, that was the cleanest hospital. And that's why I say when COVID hit, I think they were doing a really good job during COVID because they had everything in place at the time when I started my contract in 2016. When you talk about that, you know, they had the not that, well, it wasn't that glass door or glass. It was a little bit different. So you had the patient over this side, and then you had the glass between the patient and the nurse. So it was very, very, you know, nice. So I think at that time, and then that person only was asking what was your symptoms, and then you go into the emergency room, or if you had anything that was contagious and you need to go somewhere else, then they will divert you. So I think they were doing really well. And even with their flu, how they go about with managing patients with flu, because at that time I thought, you know, flu was a joke in Jamaica, because at that time I had to be putting on my eyewear, my hair covering, my face shield. I had to put on my gown and my glove to go in. Yeah, me never did know say so flu bad until I get here. I was working at that hospital. So that's what I was thinking at the time when COVID hit, they were doing well. Yes, they are clean, and so is Vermont. He definitely, definitely. So, and how they go about with their rapid response and all, it was really nice. Their activations were very, very good. I was gonna do a contract in Massachusetts, and at the time, I don't think the rates were that good. Some persons had gone to do the contract that I knew, and I don't think the rates were that good. And it was like a level 1 hospital, so I was like, nah. They wanted you to be working 4 days. I'm like, no. The company that I was working with at the time, the amount of money that they were paying me for 3 days or per hour, it would have worked out better to just stay with them. And plus it was a smaller hospital, but I definitely had wanted to work at that level 1 hospital. But for me, I don't think it was worth it based on the rates that they were paying. It's good here on Cape, 29312 poles plus 25. Oh, not bad. That not bad. How many bed hospital is that one, or the is it an ER job or what? Because if somebody is giving me that for ER 4 days a week, I don't want it. The bonus sounds nice, but yeah, that's about it. Med surge, okay. Hi, Patty Moody. So anybody that call me Stacy, and them people you know me, you know, them know me from somewhere. Let me look at. Oh, I can't look at your page because you are private. Pat Moody 88. But definitely, where do I know you're from, Pat Moody? It's only 3 days. Okay, yeah. Well, 3 days, that's not bad. Nicolette Dunkley. I don't know who that is. Yeah, one voice. But that's not a bad contract. On that floor. What's the ratio looking like?
You
Well,
ready to
oh,
play a match?
we met in high school, Pat Moody. I'm trying to remember if this is Patrice. I'm trying to remember the face. But anyways, I will figure you out. Agatha Soriano, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Yes, Patrice. Okay. You know that I remember the name, but I can't remember the face fully. Yeah, you know, we kind of grow at a sight. You know them way there? Yeah. So I'll definitely come on your page and look you up shortly when you approve my, but yeah. Great. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow there. All right. Thank you for the follow. Well, yeah, so that's what I was gonna be doing. You were saying, my moderator? Sounds
You
nice.
ready to play? You ready to play one match?
So I'm going to mute you.
No, I would just come off. Me go explain to you what to do. Alright, when me come off, you go see co-host. You go click on co-host and then you invite a person you would like to play with.
And then me just mute the person.
Yeah, you can just ask them if they might play a match and you tell them say yeah, talk to your people them and you just mute the person on the other side.
That doesn't make no sense. But anyways.
Yeah, because normally you the playing for you play for your side. You can mute them if you want to mute them, you don't have to talk to them.
So what kind of play what kind of game we're playing?
You can play solo match where you win or the other side win. The
Okay.
more streaks you have, people are gonna always want to play because they want to take away your streaks.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot about it, but I don't want to say
Yeah,
it.
this look like a university now. This
hmm
is like a university by itself.
But when you do it like that, you more forget like no for your goals them complete as well. So you still have to do some of them. Even if you don't want to play no match, you have to play at least one match a day or two match a day.
Okay.
So just try it. I think me can.
All right, you hang up and then I'll invite you. I'll try to figure out how to invite you.
No, you can't invite me because I'm not live. You have to invite somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right. So why you don't go live? So I can
Not
mute you.
not tonight. Not tonight.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
No, I'm not doing this tomorrow. Look here. Anyways, let me try to figure out this thing. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Hi, Rochelle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me go and see who is on the live here, who wants to come ahead and play a match with me, because I guess I have goals. Who know about TikTok? If you know about TikTok, send me an invite now. Send me an invite so we can play a match. All right, can't do that one here. Send me an invite or something, man. Sure. Play. You've got to play random. All right. So where do I go to click on the match thing now? No, so. Cool.